let's get started, Mary. And we're apologizing for our technical difficulties. So, are you looking for a Christian community? One that really gets you, a place where you can get all those necessary pieces to have that business that God is calling you to have, not to come out of the world, but to be more prepared to go into the world. You know, God has called you and me and Mary and all of us into the marketplace. And that does not mean that we're constantly working with Christian people all the time, or that you can surround ourselves with other believers. It means that we need to have a space where we can know that we are supported, that we're cherished, that we're growing. That it goes beyond having a Facebook group, that's for sure. And the best place to be is inside the right community where you can get everything that you need to really build a business that God is asking you to build, to create. Inside the Calling Clarity community, you also want to get the satisfaction that you can contribute to others' success. You know, I've said this before, it can be difficult to find your people. We tend to feel isolated as entrepreneurs. We feel alone as we do our work and our businesses each and every day. Doesn't matter if you're a Christian entrepreneur or you're an entrepreneur who works with Christians. We are all God's ambassadors to be that salt and that light in the world, because everyone desperately needs him. So today we're going to chat a little bit about what is coming with the Calling Clarity community. It is so much fun. We have been doing so much hard work. And we know that you all are here in the Facebook community for getting the first level, as I like to call it, the first level of being able to, oh yes. And Michelle says, community is so important. I love that. I don't see us. My live is streaming around. So hopefully you all are seeing it. So I hope that's going on. Okay, it's a little bit better now. Okay, so here on Facebook, like I said, this is the first level of you being able to put together stuff, right? We've also talked about, Mary and I are going to be talking about on our podcast about, we used to get all the freebies and we try to piecemeal everything together. Right. But if we don't have the community, then it's not even going to work. No. Mary, what are some of the reasons that we feel that you need to join the right community? We have a few of them.
Well, a big one is for social accountability. Again, with the right people that will hold you accountable and make you accountable with others. And like, you know, we said, it's just knowing that we can show up and somebody out there is waiting for us. It's just a great feeling, because otherwise, like we said, being an entrepreneur can be very lonely.
It's definitely true. I love the fact that when you're in a community, there are people that can be your role models. Like some people are ahead of you on the entrepreneurial adventure and some are behind that you get to help. Right. And I love that we can collaborate and we can come together and we can do all of these things because we know where to find each other.
Right. We can learn a lot from each other. Everybody has a different experience that we can learn from.
Oh, definitely.
Helps, you know, it really helps you be motivated to create better habits, to where, you know, you see other people, what they're doing, and you think, oh yeah, okay, I thought that I can do that.
So yeah. Well, to be motivational really means that you have to have a vibrant community. It can't be a stagnant community, right? Yes, Candy says the right tribe is vital. I've tried many recently and realized quickly that they weren't a good fit for me. Exactly true, Candy. That is so true. Because I have done the same thing. Mary's done the same thing. We've been in groups or we've had coaches, and we can only get so far because they're not believers. And even those that are touted as Christian communities, sometimes their focus is a little bit different than the impact they want to make, the satisfaction in knowing that you're doing what God's calling you to do, and having that be your focus instead of something else. And I'm not going to say what it is.
Right. Well, that's it. For that continuous Christian support that we all need. We're out there dealing with people in the marketplace, and it's not easy.
Oh no.
We need to surround each other with people who know what we're going through.
Exactly. I know we need that continuous Christian support. That's another reason to join the right community. We are on the front lines. I see us as, we're ambassadors, where there's so many words that God uses in his word in the Bible to tell us that we're to, be that salt and light. We're supposed to be with one another. We're supposed to surround ourselves with people who know what we're going through. I think that's the most important. Be really the iron sharpening iron.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Mary, but when I was in church doing all of the things that I used to do in church, I'd go to a Bible study. I really couldn't talk about my work. And, at work, you're not allowed to talk about faith. And so having our own businesses helps with that a little bit, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
I really like that. I really like that we can have this mindset of we really are on the front lines to show others the goodness of God. And that's what we're called to do, make disciples, right?
Right. Yes. In our community, it's a safe place for us to be and to get support.
Oh, definitely. I have that we support, we educate, we connect with Christian women entrepreneurs and business owners, just like everyone out there that's listening, so that you can have that God-centered business to really serve Him while you're serving your clients. And I think that's so, so important.
Yeah.
Okay. What should we talk about next, Mary?
Well, I want to make sure, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Good. I wanted to make sure because my microphone was muted. So I just wanted to make sure. But what I really want to talk about is all the events and activities that we have going on every week, throughout every month. We have it planned out for all the future months, and we have activities every week that you can participate in.
Oh yeah, let's talk through some of those, because each of those activities, each of those events are actually to build on that connection, on that learning, on that collaboration. So Cindy, Candy said 100%. I think it's important to be involved with unbelievers, front lines. But when it comes to community closer in, we can't go that deep unless we're with believers. Excellent, Candy. You said it so well, so well. So as we're talking through these activities, because we really want to touch on these different things that will be happening inside the community. If you have any questions, make sure to put those in the comments for us, okay? So that we can answer them right now, so you will know more about it. And if we're going to answer that question a little bit later, I'll let you know, okay? Yeah. But let's answer some things live as well.
Okay.
What's our first one we're going to talk about?
So, roundtable posts. Every week we have certain roundtable posts where you can put your information out there and get feedback on.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I know, it's really good. And it's so important to get feedback, because otherwise, again, we're just operating in a vacuum.
Exactly. Now we have some foundational trainings that we will start with. We have what we call a personal mission statement. We have what we call a transformational statement. We also have what we call our ICA, ideal client avatars, interviews and questions to help you do market research. And then we also have what we call valuable content. And this is content that really helps you get engagement. It really helps people get on your email list, which is important, right, Mary?
Right. Very important. Very important. And it helps you with that thing like, what am I going to say? What do I post on social media to get out there? Valuable content. This is like one of the most important things for us.
Right. So, and even if you have something else outside of that, you can put it in as a post and get feedback. And we love our feedback. And if you become a part of the membership, you will find out how we give one another feedback in very great ways. We'll learn some really critical skills to be able to give really good feedback. So I'm really excited about that. But Mary, you know what I love doing, and we've been doing this for years with our clients that we have now, is we've been doing consults, right? We've been doing consults, our Q&As, as people call them. We're going to be calling them consults because Mary and I will be doing consultations for an hour every single week. Mary, what's your expertise?
These are my favorite, the technical Q&As, because I am an IT person. I have been for 35 years. So my consults are all about the kind of technology you can use and questions and trainings, whatever question you have, email marketing, websites, I'm there to answer your questions.
Yes, Mary has an MBA, everyone. So you have to like realize, and she's loved technology since she, poked around on her mom's typewriter.
I did.
So she loves technology. So if you need help with email marketing, if you need help with getting set up your Calendly, we have all of that inside the community, everything and every question. So the consult, you get to bring, where am I glitching? What is going on? Why can't I make this work? So I love that.
Or
And of
how
course,
do I do this?
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I do those business consults every week as well. So 1 week it'll be a technical, 1 week it'll be a business one. Of course, the business is, how do I create a lead magnet, or how do I have a launch plan, or whatever it is for
What's
business.
my offer? How do I, is this good? Is this
how do I do my
good?
content creation?
Right. How do I do that? Yes. How do
All
I
of those different things. So it's
services?
really important that you show up, and it's important for us to have different times. So we have some morning times during the month, and we have some afternoon times during the month. So wherever you are in the world, you would be able to connect at least 1 or 2 times with each one of us during the month. But we're also in the Facebook group every single day, our private Facebook group, so that we're answering any kind of questions that you have all the time. So that is really what it is. And it's really exciting.
Yeah. So we do use Facebook also, but we have a private, dedicated Facebook group just for members.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the consults actually get recorded and go into our library, just like most of our other events. And they also are pushed into the Facebook group. So you don't always have to come to the Zoom room, but if you want to get more of an explanation, that's great. Or you can be watching us on the Facebook group for for our consults at least. So that's really great as well.
If you had a question or something, you could just put the question out there. If you couldn't make it, we would answer the question during the Q&A, and then you could come back to it in the library.
Awesome. Okay, Mary, one of my favorite things we've been doing that's new for us, because we've only been doing it a couple of different times, is our co-working times that are in 8-week intervals. And I've really liked this because we have had the opportunity to, at least I have that one project that I'm trying to work on. And I can work on it and know that I have dedicated time every week. These are 90-minute Zoom room only kind of things. These are not recorded. And it is for you to have a place where you come and say what you did for your accountability for the week, and give us your intentions for the day of what you're going to work on. And then at the end, we celebrate how it went. And then we also want to know what your accountability is for the week. So I love that kind of component. What are some of the things that you like about it?
Well, I like that it's a dedicated time to come and to show up. Like sometimes you can be so busy with everything that's going on in your life. You're like, oh, I didn't work on my business at all this week. But really, this time you won't have that excuse, because you could say, no, I'm going to show up at this time, and I'm going to put in a little more than an hour. And at least I will feel like I made progress.
Exactly.
It's like no excuse time to show up and get it done.
Yeah, and there is an energy when we're working, even though we might have our cameras turned off, or we might have, and we're muted. Just knowing that somebody else is there. And of course, if anybody has questions during that time, Mary and I are there to answer your questions and things like that. So we are there for that. You know what I really like about it, Mary? I really like the fact that somebody is expecting me to show up in the room.
I know. I love that. And I love that we have some of our current members who are showing up, like Angie's in Romania. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's so great that I can connect with Angie, and I know she's there, and she knows I'm coming. And it's just like such a great feeling.
Oh, definitely. It makes you feel not so isolated anymore. Like I'm not working my business every single day, and like you keep saying, in a vacuum by myself, and that like people like really love when you show up and they're expecting you, and it just makes that even better. And of course, that accountability piece, I have some statistics on this. I always do. 83% more likely to actually finish what you were doing when you tell someone else. And
Right.
then you're going to come back the next week and report. And we don't have you report so that we make you feel bad.
No.
But we try to give you some strategies or tips or find out what happened so that we can help you move ahead a little bit better the next time. So that's kind of what's great about that. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. The accountability at the end, we're done. We tell each other what we're going to do for the week. And sometimes it's like we might get too overwhelmed and we don't do it, but it's a reminder. And that's all it is. It serves as a reminder, like, okay, we got to get these things done. So it's out there for everybody to hear and to know about.
Exactly. Well, those are things that happen during the week. Most weeks, that's what you're going to find. But we have these monthly things that happen as well. Now, every week we have a Monday post, and the Monday post changes each week. So once a month, you get to promote your business. Once a month, you get to put in a prayer request. Now, you can put prayer requests in anytime, but this is specifically, it follows the same format as our roundtable feedback. So people will actually be praying for that one on that specific thing. And I guess as we get used to doing that, more people will do that, even if you post separately. So learning about that is part of what will happen during our onboarding week. So you can promote prayer requests. What are the other ones?
Wisdom.
Oh.
Wisdom Day. Our Wisdom Day, I got to say, has been the most popular. We have a lot of great wisdom to share as us as women entrepreneurs. I've been blessed by the wisdom that's been shared.
The resources, the tips, the strategies, the how do I do this? What works for me? That's really great. I love that a lot. And of course, we have collaboration week. We want you to know and find people that you can collaborate with, whether you need a podcast guest or you want somebody to show up in each other's Facebook groups. Who has your same audience and who can you help each other? How can you help each other build those audiences? Because you offer different things for that audience. So there, I love that.
Yeah.
We also have workshops every month. Yeah. And we've had one so far because we are in what we call our beta with our current clients. And we had one on content creation, which is one that I have been doing for years. I don't know if everybody knows, but my content is done for a whole year in advance. Everybody freaks out when I tell them that, but that's the way it is. So that's in our library already, Mary.
It is. So see, Deneen will teach you how to do that. You'll have your content ready for a year.
It'll be awesome. And we have for the rest of the year, in October, November, and December, Mary and I will be doing different content, different workshops. I know you're going to be doing one on email marketing.
How to do your email marketing. So that workshop, it's a highly requested one. Because a lot of people, we have to have email marketing set up because we have email lists, because really that's all that we truly own when you're, on an online platform. So
true.
I'm going to be teaching a workshop on how to do email marketing and how to do it better.
Oh, that's awesome. And I'll be doing more about creating a story toolbox for your valuable content. So you need to know what your content is, but you also need to know, well, what should I share from my life, from my client's life? How do I create a story toolbox to get people to notice me and to connect with me? And of course, we can't end the year without doing realistic goals and planning for 2024. Can you believe it's 2024?
Deneen, we're such nerds.
I know. We love it. Oh my gosh. And we want to help every one of you do better with being able to write a goal that you actually hit, and then you can do the next goal and the next goal, and they're going to get you to that big vision that you have out there.
Right. So that's in December, and it's perfect because you'll be ready by January. You'll be ready to hit the ground running.
Exactly.
We'll get you ready with goal setting and planning for 2024.
I know it's going to be so amazing. And as we grow as a community, we're going to be looking for you to apply for the workshops that you could give to the community so they can know about your brilliance as well. So we're going to, we have all of this till the end of the year, but you have the opportunity when you continue with us as we grow to be able to apply for that. Now, Go
And
ahead.
then I was gonna say, if you can't attend, all of our workshops are in the library. Everything will be saved, so you can watch it at your own convenience.
Yes, everything will be in our library, and we've got all kinds of goodies in the library
Yeah,
already as
yeah,
we get started.
right.
I've been doing this for over about 13 years now, and Mary's been along with me for 7, and she was actually doing stuff prior to that as a website designer. So
Mhm.
we have, all of the things that we've been doing, we've put into the library. So you get to take advantage of all of that. Now,
Right.
Mary, I gotta just stop here for a second and say, I realize that can be many factors from someone fully engaging inside of a community. We know that if you're in a community, we already know that you're working hard. And that's why we decided that these recordings were so super important. And like I said, if we have done it through the Facebook group, it will also be there recorded as well. So as long as it's pushed to the Facebook group, you'll have 2 places for it. So we really, really like that. But you know what, Mary, this community is not just about growing your business. It's also about growing your faith. And so one of the activities we have each month is called our Oikos Fellowship meeting or connection meeting.
Mhm.
It is, our Christian word fellowship.
Yeah, yeah.
And oikos really means household of women, or household, sorry. We're creating it as household of women,
Right.
household of believers. Actually, this is the Greek word that the early Christian church used to identify themselves as a household of believers, a house of God type of thing. So oikos was my word of the year for 2 years in a row, Mary, as we kind of made this, what is this that we're doing? And we're so happy to put everything under one umbrella.
Right.
It happens every month, and it's also a 90-minute evening meeting that only happens in the Zoom room. And it does not get recorded because we split into different groups to talk to small
Right.
group things. And it's really for that connection. We have prayer, we have devotional, it's really to help you learn discipleship so that you know how you can be more courageous in sharing your faith. And of
Right.
course, we have communion together and as a faith-based community. So this is just part of what we do when we are growing your faith.
Right.
Because, and I'm going to skip down to, we also have a Bible study. We also have a Bible study that I didn't even put in our notes, but our Bible study happens 6 weeks on, 6 weeks off.
Mhm.
And we are in the middle of our 3rd one this year. We have one more that will be coming up. And if you join the community, you will know about it and you won't miss it because we'll make sure you don't miss it. If you're outside the community, you can still participate, but you might miss it because you might miss the thing. And then I say, hey, it's time to sign up.
Right.
And so we are so excited to be finishing up this last, we're having our last 6 weeks. We'll have 6 weeks off and we'll go back again in October. So that I forgot to put that in, Mary. So that is another way that we're helping you grow your faith.
Yeah, right now this is the one we're working on, how to walk the walk you talk, and it's been so good. So yeah, Bible study, it's been so important, and we've been able to connect to so many different women. It's been great.
Yes, we love it. We love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
So
see.
the other thing that I really enjoy, because we used to do this in person pre-COVID, but now it's actually great because we can connect with women all over the world, is our
Yes.
networking and mastermind meetings. This is such a great time to come together and network, just like as if you were going to your chamber of commerce or if you had a local networking group. It's a great time to get
Exactly,
together.
exactly.
And
We used to do it all the time. I did it. I had 2 groups for over 8 years. And one of the things we really liked is, getting up and doing our 60-second commercial, our 60-second speech, our elevator speech, whatever you want to call it.
right,
And actually, I challenged the women that I had to really learn how to do it in different ways. And I always had like a fun little activity. So I think we're probably going to do something like that inside of it as well. So that we're not
right,
hearing the same boring thing every
right.
time.
So you guys know that Deneen is a teacher, a master educator. So she always had something for us that, a different spin on giving your 60-second commercial. And it's good. It gives you that practice that when you do go to the Chamber of Commerce, or if you were in an elevator with somebody and they said, "What do?" You can just easily have the answer. So
Yeah.
it's great to
So
practice.
that's great. And plus having, I think when you add the mastermind to it, you get to know people on a really deeper level. And when you go to make a referral, you can really trust that the person that you've been masterminding and networking with is the person that you want to refer, because you know them at a little deeper level. You know what challenges they've had. You know how they've helped others by looking, by masterminding with them. And if you haven't masterminded before, what it really is bringing a challenge before a small group of people and getting their ideas, getting their views, so that you can really have a new idea. Again, you're not in the vacuum, you're with a community. That's what I think is so amazing about
Right.
masterminding. And it's one of my favorite things to do with other women. I love brainstorming and coming up with ideas.
Right. You can learn from each other, and with those new ideas that people come up with, you're like, oh gosh, I never thought of that again, so we can really learn from each other and get to know what other people are working on. And you
Yeah.
kind of, again, that thing, okay, we're all in the same boat here. We're, we're all struggling with something. We all have something going on and we need help.
Exactly. And I know in the years that we did it locally, people brought business challenges up, but they also brought personal challenges up,
They did.
and to get ideas of what am I going to do about this particular thing. So again, we love that we get to have the deeper layered relationships that we are building inside of this community. So I really love
Yeah,
that.
that's good. Yeah.
Okay, we're getting ready to, we're almost done, I promise. Does anybody have any questions about what we've been talking about? I'd love to see that in the comments here. I'm just kind of looking at what's going on, just making sure you're okay. I don't know if Candy's still here, Michelle's here. I know a couple people I saw hop on. If you want to say hi, that would be awesome as well. So the last activity or event we're going to talk about is about the book club. And we used to call this Bible book club. This is something that we did locally as well. We would meet every week for lunch and we would talk about a chapter in the book, but we're going to be doing it just once a month, and you get to a whole month to read the book and then show up. And even if you didn't read the book, you can still show up, and it will be recorded. It will also be pushed into the Facebook group, so you can come into the Zoom room to have a real conversation with us about the book, or you can just make comments from the thing. So, oh, Candy already asked us what the cost was, what is the pay interval, etc. All right, we'll get to that. I'll let you know a little bit more. So we're going to be doing trying to do it like 10 books a year. 10 business books. And what we really want to do is be able to take that business book and pull it through. What does the Bible say about this? How can some of them will have good top tips and strategies that you can say, this is totally biblical, I can do this one. And others will have not so good ones, or we need to like pull it through and say, how can we apply this correctly in our God-centered businesses? So I'm going to give you a hint. I'm going to give you a little show of what we're going to start with in the end of September. Now, we're not going to get started until around the 15th of September. So if you want to get the book, you're going to jump in, you're going to get the book so you can be ready when we come at the last week of the month, the fourth, I think it's the fourth Thursday of the month. We're going to do my book. If you haven't read my book yet, it is Clarify 12 Principles to Illuminate Your Calling to the Marketplace. I profile 12 biblical women and the business principles that each one teaches. It is about their stories and how to apply it to your business. There are lots of activities, there are prayer things, there are journaling things that you can do in this book to help you have that God-centered business. It's like the Facebook group is the first level of community. This book is like the first level of having a real God-centered business. So I really love that. So anyway.
And we asked our members already for some suggestions, and they've given us some great suggestions already. We have some of the Donald Miller books, the Story Brand, And we have one called Marketing Like Jesus. So we have some great books that we haven't decided, because we're going to poll the community on what next books to use. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to learn so much. Can you imagine reading 10 business books a year? We're going to learn a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, the best way to be part of this community is to participate, because we want you to be in a place where you're no longer distracted, you're not overwhelmed, you're not confused, you're not alone.
Right, right. Instead, you'll have that focus and direction that you need to be successful as a Christian entrepreneur and God-centered business owner.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
We want you on the right path. That's what Calling Clarity has been about for a long time. Since I wrote this book. This book prompted me to become a coach. And so since 2017, I have been working with Calling Clarity, and I'm so excited that just as a coach. And so we have so much for you. So we're opening this community for women just like you, Candy, just like you. A community that will not only be a place to build a support network, but will also have that learning, that connection, that accountability, the networking and collaboration opportunities that will help you grow your faith so that it fuels your business. So this is your invite to sign up for our special pricing that we are going to be having right now. You have to get on the wait list. I think Mary's going to try and put the link in the wait for the wait list, because our enrollment time starts on September 6th. If you're on the wait list, you're going to be the first to know that what we are doing and how you can get involved. So you make sure to click on it and to sign up for that wait list. Okay, that's where we're going to go right now. I am not going to be talking about the pricing right now, Candy, because we want you to get on the wait list, and we want to be able to make sure on September 6th, then you'll have all that information. We just need to get that up and running in the right way. So we're going to hold off on talking about that. I will tell you that it is affordable. We know that Christian women need things to be affordable. For the value that you get, it is super affordable, especially at this introductory pricing that we're doing. Oh, wait a minute. We forgot to tell you something really important, Mary.
Well, the important thing is that you're not going to just be thrown into the community by yourself. We're not going to let you drown in all of this information that we're giving you. We're going to have an onboarding week just for you.
Yes, that first week of onboarding, that starts on September 15th. So you only have from September 6th through September 14th to sign up for this introductory pricing time. And we're going to do, but from the 15th through the next Friday, we're going to have some onboarding activities for you. One, we have a bunch of videos that will help you get onboarded. Short videos to let you know where everything is in the website. We'll have our own website dedicated to Calling Clarity, and you will know where to find the calendars, where to do this, where to do that. So you're going to have videos that explain everything, how to give the feedback, all those things. And we're going to do daily lives with lots of fun activities, and really for us to get to know you to get to know us, and you all to get to know one another. And they'll be at different times every single day, so that if you can't come, we will record it and it will go into your onboarding videos as a resource. So you'll have that right where your onboarding videos are. And we're also going to have time for questions every single day. So as you're going through those videos, you can come and ask questions about if you need clarification about anything, because we want you ready to really hit the community on the following Friday, on the 22nd, and be with us for the long term. So that's really great.
Right. Yes. And you know, the best place for you to be is inside the right community for you, where you can get everything that you need to build the God-centered business that you want to create, with support from us and other community members.
It is so true. And because it's really a win-win. It's a win-win for you, a win-win for us, a win-win for everybody else, because now you're getting to make the impact, not just on those that you're called to serve, but you're also getting to make an impact on other believers that are there with you on the front lines in the marketplace. I just love this. Let's love this. Now, we want you to join us. We want you to be as excited as we are. But if you're still not sure that you're in the right place, let's have a chat. I would love to chat with you. So Mary's going to put in my clarity call appointment. It's a 30-minute free appointment. And I'll just answer some questions for you or ask for more things, or let's see if it's a right fit for you. That is totally fine. We want you to join the Calling Clarity community to grow your business. Yeah, that's what we want.
Yeah.
But mostly we want you to join the community to grow your impact for God through your business. So Mary, I know you share this sentiment. We just can't wait to be on mission with you, on mission with one another.
Right.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah. We're pretty excited about it, as you can tell.
Yes, we are so super excited. So super excited. Well, that's all we have for today. Well, we kept you on for about 40 minutes and we don't want to keep you on any longer. Again, if you have any questions about anything we talked about, put them down here in the comments so that other people can see them. They may have the same questions, and we will see you soon. Get on the wait list, and we can't wait to have you in the Calling Clarity community. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. And as always, be filled to overflowing.